So we're going to be looking at absolute value. Absolute value, what that means is the distance to 0, and it's always positive. Your answer will always be positive in regarding absolute value because we're talking about a distance. If I am going somewhere and I pass it, I have to go back and travel further. I don't go negative, so you can't have a negative distance. Absolute value is how far something is from 0, which is always a positive number. Just starting off with the basics, this is the absolute value symbol. So if I had something like the absolute value of 1,253, that's saying, this sign means is how far is that number from 0, and it would be 1,253 spots away from 0 on the number line. Same thing if I had negative 237. The absolute value of negative 237, well, if I take 237 steps, I'm going to be there at 0. How far is this number from 0? It's 237. Taking a step up, we could say something like the absolute value of negative 32 plus the absolute value of 18. Well, I would first take the absolute value here, kind of like parentheses. They're not parentheses, but you want to work everything out inside first. So the absolute value there would be 32. The absolute value there would be 18. 32 plus 18 is going to be 50. We'll take it up a little bit more. Say the absolute value of 25 plus the absolute value of negative 15 minus the absolute value of 35. So again, solve each one. The absolute value of 25 is 25. Bring down my addition sign. The absolute value of negative 15 is 15. Bring down the subtraction sign. The absolute value of 35 is 35. 25 plus 15. This part here, that's plus 5 is 30, plus 10 is 40. Minus 35 is going to be 5. So again, I'm working out the things inside of the absolute value first, and then solving the problem. If multiple things were inside of there, let's say I had 23 minus 7, the absolute value of that, minus the absolute value of, we'll just say 16 minus 20. So 23 minus 7, I'm going to solve that first. 23 minus 7 would be 16. Bring down my absolute value sign because I just solved the subtraction. Bring down there. 16 minus 20, that would be negative 4. So the absolute value of negative 4 is 4. Bring down the subtraction. The absolute value of 16 is 16. 16 minus 4 is 12. Sorry. So yeah, 23 minus 7 would have been 16. 16 minus 20 would have been negative 4. Take the absolute value of each of these. Absolute value of 16 is 16. Absolute value of negative 4 is 4. It's 4 spots from 0. Work it out. Let's do like 2 more problems. So if I have a number line here, and let's say I had a negative 5 and positive 15. If I want to know the distance between the two, one's negative and one's positive, I can take their absolute value because I have to pass 0, right? I have to pass 0. So negative 5, the absolute value of that would be 5, meaning it takes 5 steps to get to 0. And then the absolute value of 15 would be 15. So it's 5 to get to 0 and 15 more. so they are 20 apart. It takes 5 to get to 0 plus 15 more. 5 plus 15 makes 20.